Hi, guys. I had a thought the other day about when I was teaching. It was in one of my old journal entries that I found out a certain amount of hubris where I was chastising a lot of kids for things that I tended to do and didn't realize it. One of the things was this sort of, I don't know, malaise, this sort of ennui, this sort of I don't care kind of attitude. And I would have days like that, yet the kids were expected to be on point every day and glad to be there. And I guess I just didn't like the fact that that was something about myself. I thought it didn't make any sense. You can have a bad day, that's fine. But to be numb and non receptive, there's just something about that that's a little scary. Now that I think about it, there are a lot of times when I wonder to myself as an atheist, where do I get meaning? Where do I achieve it? My meaning doesn't come from enjoyment of things. Yeah, you could say that science and technology, invention, learning something new every day, or hearing a pretty song, that's your meaning of life. But if you just don't care, then religion doesn't help, pills don't help, science isn't going to help you. Pretty sunsets just look like giant balls of gas that exist millions of miles away. I mean, they don't mean anything. 100 years from now, everything that I've wanted to try will be gone. I can't feel that sort of sakura kind of feeling. Sakura is what the Japanese call the cherry blossoms that fall in the spring. There's a certain ephemeral quality to it, a delicateness, the meaning that is there because it's not something that you'll get all the time. That's where it's beautiful. I just don't feel that way. There are delicate things that happen all the time. There are delicate balances and processes happening all the time in every individual who's alive right now. And yet, what do we do when one of those delicate processes lives inside of a car that cuts you off in traffic? You curse it, you yell at it, you treat it with disrespect, as if your perspective on things and the fact that you're going to get to work on time or whatever it is that you're trying to do means more. That might be unfair because we are logical beings who realize that there's no reason for us to deny somebody their agency. But what difference does it really make? This little blue dot is going to keep on swirling around.
This little blue dot that we call home.
And it's going to keep doing that for a long time. Even if we pollute our entire ecosystem, it'll barely tinge the blue of the planet. I think about that sometimes. A pale blue dot that's just a bit more pale. And it'll keep on going. Even if all of us fail miserably as a species. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's the metric by which we should live. I think that we should live based on, I think it would make the most amount of sense anyway, for us to be basing our lives on the well-being of others and making sure that the agency of those in our immediate surroundings. But I just don't muster enough energy, enough passion. So what happens? Do you just find the thing that is distractingly beautiful enough to make you forget that this pale blue dot doesn't care what you do? I wish I could find that. It certainly doesn't come from religion. And it's not something you can give as a teacher either. Sadly, you gotta figure that out for yourself. Which means you might go your whole life and never find it. Sorry for being dark on this one, but that's where I'm at. See you guys.